Melanie Jongsma, publisher of the Lansing Journal, Lansing's only newspaper. It is the Lansing Journal's mission to keep our diverse community informed and connected. That is a difficult mission for a small business in a small town with a lot of news happening. And it's a difficult mission in a time when so much change is happening in how news is produced and delivered and consumed. So I am always looking for ways to keep learning about not just news and journalism, but also about the business of news. I want the Lansing Journal to be successful as a business so that we can keep growing, so that we can keep delivering news that keeps our community informed and connected. Next week, I'll be taking advantage of a wonderful opportunity offered by the Medill School of Journalism in Evanston, Illinois. And I'll tell you more specifics about that a little later. First, I want to give you a heads up about what next week might look like for you as a reader of Lansing Journal news. One of my jobs here at the Journal is to manage our editorial calendar and make sure that news is being published every day. We have a team of freelance reporters who cover a variety of stories for our community. These are local people who love this community. They're freelancers, so most of them have other full-time or part-time jobs or other obligations. But they devote extra hours to reporting news for the Lansing Journal, for you, for our community. They do a great job, and I am so grateful for them. They bring a variety of experience and interests and voice to this local newspaper, and that's important. They each have a list of stories they are working on right now, and they are going to try to turn up the gas a little bit on those lists and finish some of those stories ahead of time so that I can get them formatted and scheduled to publish next week while I'm away. Our goal is to make sure we have at least one original locally written article publishing each day that I'm gone. So when you see those bylines next week, just say a little thank you that we have such a skilled team of local reporters serving our community. In addition, I also receive news releases from various state agencies and county sources. Most of the time, those news releases are not urgent, so I can also schedule those ahead of time and further populate next week's editorial calendar. I feel like I need to schedule as much as possible ahead of time because I really don't know how much free time I will have next week while I'm in class. I've even populated next week's weather calendar with weather photos, just in case I don't have time to sort through the emails I receive from our neighborhood weather photographers. So let me tell you about this class. It is the Media Innovation and Leadership Academy at Medill School of Journalism. The Academy is part of Medill's Local News Accelerator program. Medill started this program because they know that local news across the country is in crisis and it needs help now. Honestly, it is somewhat amazing that a small town like Lansing has its own newspaper. We can be proud of that, but we also cannot take it for granted. Newspapers much bigger and more experienced than the Lansing Journal go out of business every day because they don't have community support, or they couldn't figure out digital revenue streams, or the people running the paper just got tired. It's a difficult business. But communities need local news. There are studies that show in communities without a local newspaper, taxes are often higher, voter turnout is lower, government corruption increases, systems are less efficient, and people are unable to get involved because they just don't have information about what's going on. So Medill is trying to fast track some solutions to the local news crisis. They have gathered experts in digital innovation and business strategy, and they put together this intensive, immersive, week-long class specifically for news publishers like me who are trying to serve a community that is not being served by anyone else. And because of a grant from the McCormick Foundation, I can attend this course for free. So that's what I will be doing next week, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I'm eager to come back with new ideas, better ways of doing things, and a deeper understanding of the business side of this local newspaper. For the most part, I think you won't notice a difference in your daily news diet while I'm gone. With the work our team is doing ahead of time, you should still receive an email from the Lansing Journal each morning. And as I'm recording this video, there are just a few public meetings on my calendar for the days that I will be gone, and members of the freelance team are planning to cover those. There is not a Thornton Township meeting on the schedule right now, but we all know how quickly that can change. If a special meeting is suddenly called next week, chances are the Lansing Journal won't be there. So I apologize in advance for that. A situation like that does demonstrate one reason why it's so important for the Lansing Journal to keep growing. We need a deeper bench, as a friend of mine likes to say. There are many times, even in the small town of Lansing, when multiple meetings and events happen on the same day. And there are towns all around us who have asked the Lansing Journal to cover their events. And so far, we really are not able to do that. In order to grow our coverage, we need to grow our team. So that is why I'm going to school next week, for the health of this local newspaper, because it contributes to the health of this local community. If you already understand the value of local news, of the Lansing Journal, and you want to help ensure our future, let me extend a personal invitation to become a supporter, maybe even a monthly supporter. Our monthly supporters are really the reason the Lansing Journal has made it this far. Those monthly gifts that we can count on provide a foundation. So no matter what's going on with advertisers, no matter what's going on with grant makers, monthly supporters are there. They are the backbone of this local newspaper, and we need to keep our backbone strong. I will put a QR code and a link to our support page. On that page, there are some suggested gift amounts that you can choose from, or you can write in your own amount, whatever works for you. And then there is a box underneath the amounts to check if you want to make that a monthly gift. At the Lansing Journal, we always make our news free and accessible to everyone. But it does come at a cost. We can't do this work without your support. If you read our daily news, or if you watch our videos, or if you use our video clips, please help us stay strong so that we can continue to deliver the news you've come to rely on. Every gift in any amount matters to us. Thank you all for your encouragement along the way. It means a lot to me personally to share this journey with you. Wish me luck in school next week. I don't know if I will be able to publish a video next week, but I will be back here as soon as I can. We'll see you after school.